Listen, Leon is not a twink, okay? Has the biggest fucking yellow fever. Well, I guess you would say the hottest yellow fever? This of any video game character ever, I would imagine. Oh my god, Vanos, never trade your games. Oh, obviously we can't load. Really? Doesn't even say Resident Evil at us? Come on. Come on, that's like a mandatory. It's a staple of the series. Hi, this is going to take about 30 minutes or so, and then I'll be down to play some games, actually, if you want. I was going to do Rain World, but then you said you're here, so obviously, so we can do that.
Did it say it was going to rain today?
2004. Now what? Did this game come out in 2004? Sweet Jesus, I'm old. I'll never forget it. It was the year when a stunningly handsome man rescued me from a weird cult. Soon after I was kidnapped, the news was out to my father, then President of the United States, that it was the doing of the mysterious organization, Los Iluminados. Alright, dude. Hit me up then. We'll do it. Oh, I'll hit you up on Steam, I guess. The cult's influence spread first to a rural village in Spain and hit the peaceful little town with a devastating blow, crippling its very foundation. Why am I speaking like a Hispanic girl? Taking an enormous chance, my father ordered a lone secret agent to infiltrate the cult's headquarters and rescue me. His intent, I assume, was to keep the whole affair from going public. Thank you for the auto host, Sadie Lady, who's not actually there. The mission was ultimately successful, but I can't say I walked away unscathed. I've learned since then that there is a price to pay for everything in the world, and the price I paid was wet nethers whenever I think of Leon Kennedy. The price of my life? Nothing less than love. Ooh, holding out for a hero, chapter 1. What a sultry look. Looks like channeling some fucking Sandra Bullock. Listen, when she gets excited, okay? I can't see my mouse cursor. Weird. Hi, Beta. We're dating Leon Kennedy 12 years earlier. Phew. Exams are done. Thank goodness. I can't believe I'm going to make a C in government. I can just hear Daddy griping about it. Think of the headlines, Ashley. President's daughter can barely pass college government course. Administration's credibility in doubt. Clearly they're not Republicans. It's not that it was hard, just supremely dull. Politics is already tedious, and it didn't help that Professor Hollycock was so old and monotonous. When are all the young, hot teachers? That's what my generation needs. Maybe I could make that my pet political project. Well, I guess I'll have plenty of time to think of a pitch while I'm driving back to D.C. It's so stupid that I still can't fly back. Frickin' terrorists ruin everything. I took a deep breath and exhaled slowly. Well, the rubber isn't going to burn itself, plus I don't want to run into that snobby bitch, Jenna. All she does is gloat about her grades. Where the fuck is the Secret Service? They're supposed to be on her, like, butter on toast? I started walking to the residential parking lot when I spotted a fleshy car parked at the curb. More surprisingly was a bulky man holding a sign with my name on it. Excuse me, sir, but are you looking for me? Woo, Krauser. Krauser's working for fucking Uber now, apparently. I gotta print screen that shit. Jesus Christ. Whew. I'm your driver. Yes, I've come to take you away to where you're going. A driver? Oh, that was so sweet of Daddy to send me one. Nice car, too. Is it a Benz? I like the Resident Evil 4 emblem on the car. Yeah, it's a smooth ride. Now come with... You know, I don't think I've ever seen you before. Honestly, you look a little more like a Marine than a driver, especially with the knife and grenades.
What do you want? You planning on ratting me out to come shoot up?
Drivers have to be prepared these days. You never know who might try to kidnap you. I guess that's true, although you still might want to work on your tact a little more. Chuckling suspiciously at the end of a sentence isn't a very good way to instill confidence. I'll keep that in mind. Let's go then. I don't know. Maybe I should just take my own car. No offense to you, hey, I didn't get your name. It's Krauser. Krauser, eh? Is that German or Austrian, maybe? You do remind me of a little, Arnold Schwarzenegger, what with the, muscles and the, scowl. Total Recall is one of my favorite movies. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I'm pretty sure Conan the Destroyer myself. Me too. So why don't you come with me so we can discuss our mutual interests? That's a sign to run. What's the sign to run? The fact that he has a grenade and knife? See, there you're going and pausing all suspiciously. I ought to go with you just to help you with your mannerisms. I have a lot of training and not seeming suspicious after all. I sounded really proud as I said that. I wasn't sure it was the kind of thing to be proud of. Yeah, surely you're the one who can help me with my problem. Now let's go. He threw the paper aside with an exaggerated motion. What a maverick. Littering while right next to a garbage bin. I don't know about this guy. Yo, I want to date Krauser. Can we... Krauser. Although losing the board made his hands seem empty and a little grabby, I crossed my arms over my chest. Maybe we can rain check Krauser. I would really prefer to drive myself back. I might make some pit stops, you know, and all my CDs are in my car, so... God damn it, girl, just... Memory glitch. Hey, is that Ashley? Ashley, you leaving already? Let's compare grades real quick. I looked to my left to see Jenna running her skank ass towards us as fast as her absurd heels would let her. Christ on a cupcake, it's Jenna. Hurry, get in the car, Krauser. We'll talk about making some pit stops when we're on the road. Go, go. I leapt into the car without another moment's hesitation, and Krauser jumped into the driver's seat. Finally. Krauser, that's not the time for dubious chuckling. Let's go. Your wish is my command. As I got comfortable in the passenger seat, Krauser threw one of his grenades at the window towards the approaching Jenna. Ooh, Jenna. Oh, it was a flash grenade. For a moment, I thought it was going to explode on Jenna, and I felt guilty that I wasn't all that worried about it actually hitting her, but it just seemed like a flash grenade. You know, not that I might see Jenna cling to her eyes in fear and confusion, but are you trying to seem shady? I got enough media following me as it is. It's a dating sim, Baron Carmine. Just having a little fun. We're not in the action movie, you know, I grumbled, although he certainly has tried to look the part. Maybe it's a dream of his or something. I waved innocently to Jenna as Krauser sped off. Naturally, she tried to scream out in terror. I guess it's a little fun. And apparently he's just driving into a fucking tree, I guess? I wonder if I should tell Krauser that the speed limit on campus is only 15 miles per hour. Nah, we'll be fine. I gazed out the window, watching the campus shrink away. Bye-bye, campus. Goodbye, Secret Service that apparently probably having sex with prostitutes, not actually helping us out. There's music. I wouldn't have taken Krauser for the samba type. I wonder if he's gay. Not that there's, you know, any correlation between the two, just getting a vibe. Still, I wish he'd say something. This awkward silence is killing me. I can just hear Dad now. Actually, don't expect any of those when you're... Don't expect of others what you're unwilling to do yourself. I know. I need to be more assertive, and it's good to be able to connect with people different from me, but seriously, what do I say? Like, so, how much fun are steroids? There's gotta be something. I turned the music knob down a little, and Krauser's eyes darted towards me. Definitely should avoid the steroid question. Hey, Krauser. Don't tell my dad that I said Christ on a cupcake, okay? He's really picky about my language. I have to play the part of the dutiful daughter, you know? Yeah, I'll just, you know, I'll take that as my lips are sealed kind of thing. So, how'd you get that scar, if you don't mind me asking? Eating pussy. Damn, he didn't even... Oh, that was a perfect opportunity. Squeezing that Scarface reference, among other things. Why so serious? I got that reference Jeez. Right, I get it. We all want our mysteries. I bet women love that, though. Right, I mean, what girl can resist silence, scars, and muscles? Right? I'm gay. No! No, I wanted to date Krauser. I wanted to smooch him on his lips. The ones between his hips. Oh well, that's a wash. Wrap it up, everybody. We're going home. Fuck. Oh, right. Of course. Sorry, I didn't mean to assume. It's just a perfectly valid lifestyle. Commendable, really. God made me. God made me this way. Yeah, totally. Man, I so called that. So, yeah, this is gonna take a while, huh? This, trip. I mean, if we keep going 95 like we are now, I'm thinking maybe 5 hours? No, it won't. Well, we'll be at the helipad in less than 5 minutes. Wow, so we're gonna fly after all? I knew Dad would pull through. Hi, Salvation. Yo, I mean, you're right, Drek. With the amount of penetrating Krauser does to Leon, if you mess up your QTEs, it's clear that he's got a thing for the man. Yikes. Honestly, I'm okay with him being gay. I shifted uncomfortably, not knowing what else to say. He turned the music back up and we drove in awkward silence for the next few minutes before arriving at the helipad. And then we took a helicopter from near Washington, D.C. all the way to Spain. We stopped at a suspiciously empty and remote helipad. I had a sinking feeling in my gut that something was amiss. Hey, Krauser, I don't think this is an official U.S. military helipad. How astute of you. And it's Krauser. Krauser? That's way more evil sounding. You tricked me, you dirty bastard. What's going on? We're kidnapping you, Ashley. I'm surprised you didn't catch on sooner. Very blonde of you. How could you do this to me, Krauser? I thought we trusted each other. I bet you're not even gay. Please don't be gay. Please don't actually be gay. Please don't actually be gay. It doesn't matter what I am. What matters is getting you safely to Lord Sadler. Yo, don't make fun of Krauser's knife drag. That thing's hot. Lord Sadler? My god, what kind of political scandals am I getting wrapped up in this time? Enough talk. I can't have you chattering the whole way. With lightning reflexes, he shoved a needle into my arm. Before I had time to scream out, I felt my body collapsing from whatever drug the newly named Krauser had injected. Although God knows he'd rather be. What if the helicopter was a pink sparkly dick? I don't know if it'd be very aerodynamic, Thanos. I awoke, disoriented. In the summertime, when the music is high, you can take up and touch the sky. Playing some fucking Mongo Jerry in the background. I know you guys can't hear it because I can barely hear it, but it's there. Anyway, I weakly tried to move my arms, but they were restrained by something. Is that music I hear? Why does it seem so jaunty? Save your energy, Ashley. You're my beach now. Oh, it's Sadler. Whoops. Hi, Death. I bet you came in 5 minutes. I struggled to open my eyes, and then I wished I hadn't bothered. Is this that Lord Saddleman that Krauser mentioned? And did he just come from a gothic Ren fair, or what? In just a moment, you will have a parasite shoved deep into your body in a vaguely phallic way. No, I haven't made my Mulan Szechuan teriyaki dipping sauce yet, dude. I'm gonna buy it for $300 off eBay. Seriously, who says stuff like that and then guffaws? He's like some cartoon villain making a cameo on Cinemax. Don't try to struggle. It will only increase my pleasure. Soon you'll be impregnated with our power. My god, it's just like Rosemary's Baby, and I hate that movie. Where am I? Spain, if you must know. But don't worry, you won't be here for long. You'll go as quickly and quietly as you came. So screw you. Who knows what the future holds? Now, my minion, inject her with the Las Placas. Remember to put the needle in very slowly. Hi, Moggers. Movie was great. What? Oh, minion. Oh, God, that face. Lord Sadler. Jesus, that's some fucking... Ugh. God alive, he's even worse than Saddleman. At least he's moving into my periphery. Like she knows what that means. I felt a prick at the nape of my neck, followed by something shooting into my bloodstream. Something... slimy. I would have felt more revolted had I the energy. A perfect penetration, minion. You shall be spared the acid bath tonight. Cerebros. Don't worry, you'll be eating someone out very soon. What? What? Lewd! I could feel my already tenuous consciousness beginning to fade again. I struggled to stay awake, but it was in vain. I could only take comfort in the departure of those disgusting men's faces and their horrible innuendos. And that damn music? Fuck you, Ashley. You can't diss on Mungo Jerry. Hi, Carmine. Hey, move. You got power. You got power on your mind. I don't know what song this is from. They're not fucking, okay? They pricked him with a needle. God, Vanos, get your head out of the gutter. I awoke some time ago to the loud chime of bell. It seemed something like a church bell, given how close the sound was. I assumed I was in said church. I tried again and again in vain to open the door. I really regretted not dating that locksmith who was flirting with me in poli-sci, and that's not exactly something I regret a lot. Ugh, my neck. My hand reflexively roughed the same spot where they penetrated me. I know it's not polite, but seriously, fuck that ugly settlement. I feel so violated and dirty right now. I dread to think what else they plan to do to me. Yeah, she's getting tossed. I don't even have a great sense of how long I've been here. Maybe a couple days? Feels like years of my life have simply vanished. Hopefully it's just spiritual. Overprotective as he is, Dad has surely noticed my disappearance by now, but even so, how's this supposed to know where I am? I could be dead long before they initiate any formal investigations. I can't. You have to try. I try to stay hopeful. I began fidgeting with my scarf to distract myself. Hey, wait a second. I feel something. What the hell is this? Oh my god. Is this a miniature tracking device embedded in the fabric? How in the world? Later, Deathwing. We'll be streaming. Wait, where did I get the scarf from? Wait, didn't my CIA ex-boyfriend Victor give me the scarf for my birthday last year? Victor, you creep! Ugh, this is why I broke up with you. But wait a second, this is a tracking device. That means that someone might know where I am. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I've never been happier to have a stalker ex-boyfriend. Although seriously, if I get out of this, he's dead. I began inspecting the device. Naturally, it looks like a cheaper model. Typical Victor. Probably jury-rigged the one he bought from a pawn shop. Still, these things usually beep red when they're active. Damn, I don't see anything. Wonder how long it's been busted. It'd be just my luck that it broke forever ago. Still, this is all I'd have to hope for. Ugh. So, barely better than I had 5 minutes ago. I jumped upon hearing some movements in the church. Some more of those freaky-looking cultists, probably. Maybe they came to pray for Rocade. That's pretty good. The movement is different, though. It almost sounded like a chandelier rocking back and forth. Weird. Some kind of ritual, maybe? Considering my experience so far, that would really surprise me. Nonetheless, I'm terrified. It was quiet for a minute, then I heard the dry screech of a mechanism rising. Steps drew nearer, closing in on my makeshift prison. I felt a tinge of fear and anticipation. My throat was dry. I huddled in the corner of the room, even though it probably wouldn't do anything against attackers. I should have taken those self-defense classes instead of Construction 101. When am I ever going to find a chance to use a bulldozer anyway? Damn it. I spotted a plank of wood on the ground next to me. Would it do anything? No. But I feel better throwing it. Oh, yeah. You go, girl. That doorknob gave a creaky sigh as it began to turn. My heart raced. My eyes darted from the door to the plank. Now or never. Ooh, I came a little. Ashley! Don't come! I screamed. Yeah! I checked the plank I'd been eyeing as the mystery man entered. As expected, it did not slow his progress in the least. Hey, take it easy! How dare he tell me to take it easy? After what happened with Krauser? I don't even know anymore. Ashley Graham is nobody's fool. No, get away! I persisted and huddled against the barrel in fear. Calm down, everything's gonna be just fine. My name's Leon. I'm under the president's order to rescue you. Dear God, I'm so sorry about the time What? My father? I felt a surge of relief. Hooray, rescues! Hooray, Dad! Hooray, being stalked. Well, not so much the last one. My heartbeat began to slow a little, giving me a chance to examine my rescuer in full. She's telling the past. This is her recalling 12 years ago. I don't know, that's what he sounds like. That's right, and I have to get you out of here. Now, come with me. Jesus Christ. Thank you, Leon. Thank you. I can't get over his fucking face. Ba-dump. As my eyes feasted on the Adonis in front of me, my vision became inexplicably clouded by bubbles and sparkles and general girliness. I relished every beautiful manly drop. I had a million questions to ask him, but my tongue was dragging on the floor in the wake of his sexiness, so I just followed him instead. Thanks, killer. As soon as I was up, Leon pulled out what looked like an old walkie-talkie. Wow, I haven't seen one of those in a while. I thought those lines were, like, notoriously easy to jack. Oh, I know. He's using it because no one would suspect a U.S. agent to use such outdated tech genius. It's Leon. I've succeeded in extricating my... Wait. It's Leon. I've succeeded in extricating my subject. I love a man with a big vocabulary. Oh, my thighs are wet. He could extricate me anytime. Oh, wait, I guess he already is. Where's the extraction point? Got it. I'm on my way. I wanted to make conversation since I hadn't spoken to anyone who wasn't gross or Spanish for an indeterminate time, but he seemed... busy? Breaking barrels? Maybe he's making sure there's no cultist spies hiding in the barrels. I'm not ad-libbing, that's what she was thinking. No spies, huh? That's for the best. I really didn't want to think about it being peeped on by pirates this whole time. Still, I can appreciate a man who's thorough in his work. I thought he might ask me about my general state of health at least, but he moved briskly towards the door. Is he the tsundere type? I hope not. I always hate those tsuns. Whoa, the testosterone is palpable. Hope he kicks me in the vagina. Just like that. But hey, any dude can open a door for a lady. It takes a real gentleman to open them in a way that reflects how badly she wants to exit said door. Oh, look at this kinetic action. What a kinetic visual novel. We ran down that snaking corridor and approached a ladder. Did somebody carry me up this thing? It seems crazy, but par for the course, I guess. Whoa! Before we could even look over the edge, Leon jumped to the ground below, landing with a confident thud. What a badass! He looked up at me and my instinct was to pull down my skirt. He may be cute, but a woman must protect her dignity. Plus, these lacy panties are kinda revealing. Can't show all my cards too soon. Leon continued to face the ladder. What, does he want me to jump down too? You'd think he would say something. I guess we are in a hurry. Okay, Ashley, you can do this. Surely he'll catch me, right? I gathered my resolve and jumped off the edge. Yeah! With my eyes closed, I could only sense my stomach sinking from the fall. In the next instant, I felt his strong arms catch me. Yo, Ashley's worth it, Haim. We'll get out. She's bae. Wow, maybe this isn't gonna be so bad after all. Like, not wanting to seem like I enjoyed it too much, I jumped briskly from his grasp and fell behind him. Oh man, how great would it be if there was a platoon of equally hot Secret Service guys just waiting outside the church ready to escort Anne's nightmare?
Oh.
Instead... Oh. Before we could even reach the door, a voice chimed in behind us. I'll take that girl. I've heard that voice before. That saddle bastard. Who are you? If you must know, my name is Osmond Saddler, the master of this fine religious community. Awesome Saddle? What a presumptuous name. Scientologist? What do you want? Damn. This man is U-G-L-Y. Ugly? It was already bad when I was barely conscious that HD clarity isn't any improvement. Like, look at him, is making me retroactively an atheist. He's not that bad looking, come on. To demonstrate to the whole world, United States, kidnap, send her back. I was so preoccupied with throwing mental daggers at his face, I didn't even really pay close attention to what he was saying. Something about giving me their power? Oh yeah, the injection. I should probably say something. Leon, I think they shot something in my neck. What did you do to her? No. What did you do to her? Gift. Hell of a party. Loving father. Bargain. Donation? His ugly is like some kind of filter over my hearing. It's all just blah blah blah, sprinkled with a few keywords. Seriously, how does this man even exist in the same time space as Leon? Faith and money will lead you nowhere, Saddler. I don't really know what the conversation is, but yeah, you tell him, Leon. I gave you the same gift. When I was unconscious. My god, he looks fine from this angle. Wait, what? Same gift? Oh, Leon, no. We'll bond over this, I promise. Special contributions. My puppets. Yeah, we're Ashley. You'll do as I say. I'll have total control. Revolutionary. Was that about puppets? Never mind, I'm just gonna believe that he uses them to wank off. Oh, I'm imagining them now. Ooh, stop. It sounds more like an alien invasion if you ask me. Not the best comeback, but his hair is like, who needs wet? I mean, it's fan fiction, Heinz. Suddenly, we're blocked from the exit by pale, ugly cultists. Freaking satellites. Not gonna lie, confident smirks of the "what now, bitch" variety are undeniably sexy. Too bad it's not on a face that not even Satan could love. Ooh la la, watch where you're throwing that a side eye, Leon. I might get the wrong idea. Leon grabbed me violently around the wrist as the men took aim. In that moment, I understood why romance heroes grab women by the wrist all the time, because damn, it's hot. Shit! An arrow whirred by my ear, puncturing the stone wall instead of my brain. Fuck you, crossbow nerd. Leon pulled me to the end of the corridor, but all I could see was a glass window. Maybe he didn't know what to do after— Oh, God! Before I could even vocalize my surprise, we crashed through the window. I guess rural cults can't afford high-quality glass. As time slowed around us, I had the distinct sense that Krauser wasn't the only one who thought this was an action movie. But I admit, it's a pretty fetch way to kickstart a relationship. Stupidly, I tried to land on my feet instead of rolling like Leon did. To be fair, I wasn't really prepared for die-hard-esque shenanigans. Ever a gentleman, Leon jumped to my aid on a flash. You okay? It wasn't the most romantic way to inquire, but I felt a sincere concern in his voice. Amazingly, I was okay. Nothing broke from the impact, and I only suffered a few scrapes, which didn't seem worth mentioning. I don't know how much longer I can keep this voice up. My mind wasn't so content with the relishing the miracle of the fall, though. It turned grimly to the thought of the parasitic life form now playing house with my insides. I wanted to, like, cry. Leon, what's gonna happen to us? Don't worry. We got into this mess. We can get out of it. I appreciate his use of we, as if it weren't simply his job to be here saving me. Sweet and confident in the same package? Could he be any hotter? Focus, Ashley. Between the cultist and the parasite, this is hardly the time to— Oh, he's got a little dirt on his face. So cute. My heart swelled as Leon took hold of my arm. His grasp felt tender and protective. How fitting that I would go to church to find my personal Jesus. Jesus Christ. Once we were both up, I huddled close to Leon's back. Definitely not the worst view a girl could have. Looking around, it seemed like we had landed in some kind of external storage. What if Leon is really gay and she was into that old guy? Dude, Leon and Krauser OTP, okay? It's that or go home. Looking around, it seemed like we had landed in some kind of external storage. There's a little in the room aside for some bags and barrels, so I didn't imagine we'd loiter long. But Leon had other plans. Oh no, the barrels! Is this some kind of hobby of his, or maybe Barrels killed his parents and now he's sworn to destroy all barrel kind? Oh! Skip to the part where they'll die of satellites? That's the bad end, dude. Good end is us getting double teamed by Ricardo, or whatever the hell his name was, and Leon. Oh, I hadn't noticed it before, but I was salivating over Leon, but ammo and gold coins are at the bottom of the barrels. He grabbed the goods and shoved them into his pockets. I guess that explains a lot. Who keeps that stuff in barrels and in such sparse quantities? Is this some kind of rural treasure hunt looking for balls and pocket change out at the local church? God, Spain is weird. No wonder they're all unemployed. You know what's also weird? That we're not being shot full of arrows. I looked back at the shattered window. The satellites had more than enough time to follow us. We're only like a few feet down, and we would make pathetically easy targets. And yet, nothing. Does our cult Bible prohibit them from looking at windows? Were they having a synergy meeting? Or are they just squeamish about broken glass? I shrugged my questions aside, not knowing there's probably no answers. And if there were, they were probably not worth knowing. I looked back at Leon, who finally seemed satisfied they'd fully raided the church provisions. We hustled over to the door and made our way outside. And as we ran to the front of the church building, rain whipping ominously around us, we encountered what looked to be an angry mob of villagers. They were just groaning at first as they ambled slowly towards the church, then a few of them started to shout. "Un forastero! Ahí está! No te dejes que se escape!" Oh no, Ashley, you don't want to learn Spanish. That's the language of illegal immigrants. Learn something proud, like German. Real great advice now, Dad. Dad's fucking Hitler. Her dad's Donald Trump. I hope they might just be here to fight the man for raising taxes and stealing their chickens. But then lunging towards us in a blind shambling rage squashed that idea pretty fast. Leon coolly stand his ground, gun drawed. Waiting to seem useful, I quickly scanned the environment. I spotted some barrels sitting in a cart.
Leon, shoot those barrels on that wagon.
That's the line they choose to vocalize. Without a word, Leon... Look at her fucking smug face. Leon shot the barrels. I'm surprised he took my advice so readily. What a gentleman. I mean, yeah, he clearly loves destroying barrels anyway, but I'll pretend I had something to do with it. Perhaps more surprising was that the barrels spontaneously combusted, causing the wagon to roll towards the villagers like some kind of blazing poverty chariot. Jesus fucking Christ, poverty chariot. Hold on, that's going in the highlights. Jesus, fucking poverty chariot. I'm not sure why anyone would just keep explosive barrels in a graveyard, but I suppose I should just count my blessings. Yeah, Richie still at it. With the villagers crushed and or combusted by their own flaming paddy wagon, we took the opportunity to run past. Between the oppressive darkness and the driving rain, I could barely see the path. But Leon seemed to know where he was going, so I just followed closely. Yo, don't be mean to Ashley track, jeez. As a bolt of lightning tore across the sky, I realized I was looking at a graveyard. That's not ominous at all. This is just fan fiction. This is not actually how kawaii and hyper-intelligent the real Ashley Graham is. One might say it's sacrilege to kill the faithful in such a hallowed place, but it's even greater sacrilege to think, well, at least you don't have to drag the bodies far. Having escaped the crazy villagers, we jogged leisurely down the narrow forest path and eventually entered what looked like a shed. Should have highlighted her white guilt. There was no way forward. We could only descend the ladder in front of us. I felt apprehensive about what horrors might be waiting, but with Leon climbing down, it was not so much as a disclaimer. I trusted that we would be okay. Is this thing over yet? It's so long. The ladder took us into a dark cavern, presumably built to connect disparate parts of the village. She should use her power of white flight to fly away. We move briskly down the tight path and soon find ourselves in front of a rusty door. Leon boldly kicked the door open. I like a man who doesn't let small things like discretion hold him back. The first thing that caught my eye was the dazzling blue flames perched atop two torches. It struck me as oddly comforting. Maybe that's why I was able to resist the urge to scream upon seeing the second thing. Who is that guy, I wonder? Another secret agent, or just your run-of-the-mill small-town gun nut going through a man cave phase? Yeah. Why am I seeing bubbles and sparkles again? This is not the time, hormones. Oh, Ashley and Merchant OTP? Whoa, why is my eye moving this way? Is the parasite giving me superpowers? Hand's a little dirty. Well organized though, that's good. Merchant. It's okay, Vanos. Gotta love oneself. Conclusion? Maybe romanceable. More details required. Why am I so weird? Leon approached the man casually, so I assume they were working together in some capacity. The more the merrier, I guess. He's not as romanceable looking as Leon, but a girl in peril has got to keep her options open.
Welcome. Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Yo, Drac, you're right. She's thirsty as fuck. Huh. Not the accent I was expecting, but in a good way. Australian, maybe? I'm all about the thunder down under. Did I really just think that? While I questioned my moral credibility, Leon started looking through the man's inventory.
Thank you. Is that all, stranger? What are you selling?
Jesus. The merchant quipped enthusiastically as Leon stoically perused his wares. Maybe it's part of Leon's safety protocols to avoid conversation where possible.
I'll buy it at a high price.
Oh, you play the piano, Thanos? Nice. The merchant man seemed pretty excited about some jewels Leon showed him. Whoa, is that a bejeweled beer stein? Why does that exist and where can I get one? Maybe IKEA? So I can't believe they're making Leon break barrels and pilfer valuables just to obtain supplies. Sorry about the sirens, I can't help it. Either my rescue is a low-budget affair, or our relationship with Spain is more tenuous than I realized.
Come back any time.
Finished with shopping, Leon resumed jogging down the tunnel. I thought I should wait to the merchant man, but I didn't want to mistakenly initiate another romance just yet. What can I help it? It's the Spanish police looking for Leon and Ashley. We ran further into the tunnel and stopped abruptly in front of a shallow puddle. Leon drew his gun and took aim. I wonder what that was for. Testing the water for traps, maybe? Oh, I know. That particularly malnourished cultist can blend in with puddles. I got you figured out, Saddle. Whatever the reason, Leon swept right past the flame like a man on a mission, which he was, of course, but what I really mean is that he hurried over to a box tucked in a nook in the wall. And if by instinct he drew his knife, because what if a box not a barrel disguised as a rectangle? Aw, he missed, but hey, a little imperfection makes him a lot more handsome. Success! Well, as much as chopping open an immobile box can be considered success, but I'm not gonna rain on his parade. Leon hastily removed the ammunition lying so conspicuously in the box's remains. Whoever planned this operation was weirdly fastidious, but whatever, gets my ass out of here. You make the story seem like a song from that girl who sings about It's All About That Bass. We ran through the remaining tunnel and climbed some stairs to another ladder leading upwards. Oh! Does this lead to our Spanish invasion? I held it close to Leon again as he approached the door to the next room. I remember I gotta invite Leon to some parties, specifically parties that feature both Jenna and Doors. The room was empty of people, although someone obviously lived there. What with the dining tables and the wood-burning stove? The oddity of the room was a large typewriter stationed on the dining table, although maybe the owner just had a fondness for antiques. Then it occurred to me that maybe the person couldn't afford better tools. This area was painfully rural after all. The thought saddened me. Like, terror? While I was chewing on a bit of first world guilt, Leon started typing away. Baffled, I looked over his shoulder. Yo, dude, microwave that Chipotle chicken and rice bowl, dude. What else would you do? Perhaps he has Hemingway aspirations? Would explain the terseness. As it happened, he was simply typing a record of his time and location. He also mentioned the round and mode, which didn't make any sense to me. I guess he's using the typewriter to let someone know his progress? Again, I couldn't tell if the orchestra of this operation was extremely crafty or just plain eccentric. Probably the latter. After all, what better way to fight crazy than with a better funded crazy? And yet, Leon chops his boxes like his life depends on it. Lord help us if the man ever applies his diligence to something truly destructive like extreme couponing. You know, it was one thing when the box is placed in conspicuous nook, but it feels a little wrong to destroy the boxes themselves. Yo, why would you add hot dogs to a Chipotle chicken and rice bowl? That's nasty, girl. I don't know what I saw blue. I thought it was Vanos. Sorry, Summerall is disgusting. I mean, what if the boxes of the owner's last memory of their grandpa or something? For what it's worth, they are crazed cultists. We're looking at the box didn't actually contain grandpa. Well, wood under the stove now, I guess. I took a deep breath in preparation. In preparation for whatever awaited us on the other side of the next door. Hey, Phage one. Come on, bring it in. Where's that Latin flavor? Damn it, not yet. We found ourselves once again assailed by the rain and darkness. Can you do like a Cali girl voice? I don't know a Cali girl voice. All of a sudden, the relatives. I don't know a Cali girl voice. Cali girl voice.
Step 1. Say the word flight at least once every. Or just fly out.
I'm looking for tutorials. I can't do it.
For an example, you know how, but it's just the way I for example of up top is when someone could say something.
That's called TPing. I use tennis shoes. What do I say to address a group of people? That's a shopping cart.
I can't do it. I don't know. Sorry, dudes. All of a sudden, the relative safely of the previous room seemed worlds away. An unnervingly low vibration hung in the air, stirring in me a feeling of dread. I followed closely as behind Leon as I could without being in his way. It didn't take long for the villagers to add their shrieks and bloodlust to our carnival of horror. They crept out from the shadows, weapons in hand. To be fair, those weapons were more like farm tools, but semantics. You'd think Not So Awesome Saddle would spend a little more for his mob to have better murdering equipment. Leon led me into a tower and started climbing up an uncomfortably tall ladder. Deciding my fear of heights was suddenly not as compelling as the fear of cultists, I followed suit. Whew! What a climb, but not a bad idea to stick to higher ground and force them into a tunnel. We should be moderately safe, right? It's not like they can throw stuff this high. Right? I scanned the area below for any cultists with pitching aspirations, but just then...
Wait here.
I froze in place, totally convinced that the cultists were growing wings and that my expiration date was as good as past. Instead, but perhaps just as crazily, Leon stoically left from our perch like he didn't even believe in gravity or leg fractures. I need to know. Legs of steel or government implants? I squinted my eyes against the darkness, trying to watch for Leon's movements below. I wonder what his plan is. The sound of Leon's gun pierced the night and also that cultist's face. So it's the direct approach then. I don't know if it's wise, but it certainly is manly. Leon rushed past the villager as he wailed in pain, but the darkness made it difficult to see what was going on. Yo, listen, shopkeep bro. He's hot. Okay, he's got that style. What the hell did I just see? Were those worms coming out of his head? Calm down, Ashley. Don't get excited. It's just like your Japanese hentais. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, it's gonna be okay. Just get one of those big old slimy things. I shakily looked over and over the railing. Driven by morbid curiosity or just the need to know Leon was safe, I couldn't say. Another villager approached him, this time holding a torch. You know what? You're poor when you can't even bring a knife to a gunfight. Leon let a single round fly and the villager suddenly caught on fire. Is this place's main export material that spontaneously combusts or what? Hi, Kaizo. Not content to let the fire run its course, Leon puts another bullet into her leg. Oh, gnarly. Bringing her to her knees. I feel bad for watching this, but maybe I shouldn't. Well. Damn, Leon is so cool. Sploosh. He ran back to the base of the tower and called up to me. Follow me. Follow me. I don't usually like being told what to do, but for Leon, I'll make an exception. I approached the ladder and prepared to climb down. But then it occurred to me, how much longer will I have the luxury of an attractive man catching me when I jump? It seems like a waste to do things normally. Hell yeah, that's fun. Now if only he could extricate me bridal style, but alas. Yeah, I could definitely get used to that, which means I probably shouldn't give him my luck so far. We ran down the tower, down a dirt road. The whole area kind of reminded me of my great-grandmother who lived in, like, Wisconsin. Gross. Cadbury egg, you make me happy. It's all about luck. Nothing is luck involved with gambling. Just replace ominous torches with old street lamps and brainwashed cultists with trashy druggies, otherwise it's completely the same. Like Republicans, right? It's a fun cue, some more of the villagers stumble down from the darkness. Torches and shovels in hand, shouting phrases in Spanish. Te voy a hacer picadillo. That's a self. Look up picadillo when I get back home. Might be a fun new swear word. Leon steadily took aim and shot the two villagers in their knees. Tired, but true, I guess. Amazingly, they were only stunned by the blow. Great Grandma was right. Rural folk are hardy. Leon Briscoe lowered his weapon and ran towards the villagers. Rather terrified, this fucking sucks. I just put it and watched the exchange from behind my fingers. Face, Ashley. My god, he's like Chuck, if Chuck Norris is actually hot. With the peasants properly pummeled, we continued down the path. Death to the proletariat. There seemed to be a large gate at the end of the path. I could feel a surge of adrenaline in my legs as we approached. I don't know what was on the other side, but anything had to be better than this death trap. Okay, that was a lie, because there was lots of things that could be worse, probably. Like, oh! Jesus Christ. Fucking Lord Saddle. Lord Saddle confirmed. Alternate path in his dating sim. Nice bod though. Just put a plastic bag on that shit. No, bad brain. No one would ever want to ride that saddle. Gah, stop it, please. A collision with Leon's shapely back muscle thrust me back into reality before I could dwell any longer on the much more awesome settle. I was happy to bump into him, but not so enthused about stopping in the middle of hell country. I was about to ask what the big deal was, but I figured nagging at this juncture wasn't a good way to endear myself. Oh. Another cultist with a torch. Poor thing is unarmed and unoriginal. Oh, look at him dodging out of the way. Oh, yeah, that worked out about as well as expected. In that abstract, I felt sorry for the man. What kind of person was he? What were his dreams, aspirations? We left the last line of defense guy to his final moments of agony and rushed onward towards the gate, being sure to avoid bear traps along the way. Apparently, if you can't stop people with torches, tetanus is the next best thing. You gotta watch out about that lockjaw dude, it's nasty. We passed through the wooden gate into what looked like a small ranch. I was trying to give Leon a little more space so as to avoid bumping into him, although touching his back was like finger porn. I didn't want to crowd him. Before we ventured too far in, Leon stopped abruptly at a waste bin. My initial thought was that the mission coordinators had stored more of his supplies in the garbage. It certainly would have been suspicious. What, you don't like sexy Lord Sadler, Drac? Dude, I have pretty good bod. Ashley, get in! Wait, what, seriously? Once we get into the waste bin, like, I'm fucking poor? Every fiber of my modernly hygienic body resisted the request, but he hadn't led me astray up to this point, so I hopped in without a question. As I held my breath as I closed the lid above me. As I leaned down, I was surprised to realize that the bin was completely empty of garbage. Either Royal Spain has really good sanitation management, or the villagers are too busy being crazy to throw their trash away. Although it didn't change the fact that the only handsome man around had just ordered me to sit in a musty waste bin in rural Europe with a parasite roaming around my guts. Part of me felt severely frustrated, but Leon was an easy man to forgive. I shifted uncomfortably in the dumpster. Now that I was stationary, a flurry of aches and pains screamed out for my attention. Angered by the pain, I couldn't help but lash out at everything that seemed responsible for my predicament. Stupid Krauser, stupid Tedler, stupid cultist, stupid Jenna, stupid government class, stupid dad for cutting my bodyguard allowance just because of that one time. I took a deep breath and sighed. Focus, Ashley. Think happy thoughts. Like tax cuts for the rich. Yeah, baby. There's my boy. Fuckboy Kennedy. Muy bueno. I shook the admittedly glorious image of Leon's sculpted seductive visage from my mind. Notice how she didn't zoom in on sexy Leon. Was his right nipple high? Oh, it's because he has his arm up like this, dude. That's how the body works. Just because I'm underway and more stressed than usual doesn't mean I have the right to sexually objectify him. I mean, I barely know him. Okay, I'm good now. It occurred to me then, amidst my fantasies that Leon might actually be in danger or worse. Terrified by this prospect, I thought to peek out for a look, but I knew it could be just my luck that some stray cultist would walk by that moment and see me. Instead, I placed my ear close to the wall of the bin, being careful not to get too close. I certainly didn't have enough of my shots to be touching the insides of rural cultist dumpsters. Oh my god. Oh, this is getting tiring. That frightened me. I expected to hear at least some scuffles, but before the creeping terror of my savior's demise could ensnare my thoughts, the shrill sound of gunshots burst into my eardrum. A somewhat but nonetheless comforting symbol of hope and salvation. Well, for me anyway. Assured of Leon's survival, I resumed my effortful listening. I heard a few more gunshots and some muffled screaming that gave the impression of someone falling from a fair height. What kind of ass was Leon kicking out there? A series of thunderclaps prevented me from hearing any more. No sounds took their place as they faded, though. All was quiet on the Spanish front. I listened closely, my heart racing and my eyes darting. Is Leon okay? Were the cultists gone? Could I get out of this godforsaken dumpster? Then I heard it, the sharp sound of a whistle. But not some jaunty whistle like that song Saddle Side was playing. It reminded me of how a cartoon character would whistle a dog. I was nonplussed to say the least, but I guess it was a friendly signal? It'd be bad to eat that foil. Not wanting to think too hard on the idea of being summoned like a mutt rooting around in the trash, I hastily threw open the lid of the barrel and tumbled out. Thank God that's over. By the way, if I smell like rotten meat products, it's just too bad for Leon. It sounds like it. Speaking of Leon, I scanned the area for him. It's difficult to see, but I found it by the stray light of a lightning bolt standing on what seemed like a bridge connected to a farmhouse. In that moment, his golden locks seemed like the beacon of a lighthouse, shining fiercely against the cold black sea. He truly was poetry in motion. Ugh. Actually, is he aiming at something? I followed his line of sight to something above in the tree. Oh hey, there's something blue and shiny hanging from the... And it's gone. Was it a priceless religious artifact or just another bizarrely planned challenge? The world may never know. Wait. It doesn't seem like he's making any move to jump over and escort me over there, so... No, this game is not good. I guess he did kill some who knows how many people for my safety, so I'll cut off some slack and do some legwork. I hurried over to the farmhouse. On the way, I was surprised by the lack of bodies on the ground. It seemed impossible, but so did a lot of things. Maybe they're like literalists on the dust to dust concept? As I ran, I became poignantly aware of how insane this all was. People dying for what? Was it all just for politics? And who's at the gain? One power-hungry old man, or was this bigger than Sadler? Bigger than all of us? What if this all goes the way to the Illuminati? Amidst my struggles to glimpse the machinations of this mad world, it didn't take long to reach Leon. Since it seemed like we were safe for the moment, I thought to make some quick conversation. There were certainly enough topics on my mind. What do you guys think? I'm thinking... Does my smell offend you? I'll let you guys pick though. Then I'll use that as an excuse to get some water.
The Minister of Transport announcing his resignation.
Let's see. Votes are 3, 3, 3, 2, 2. The threes have it. Sorry. As much as I want to do 2 as well. Drag, no, Capcom did not release this game. Before I could open my... Oh my god. None of the choices matter. Before I could open my mouth to speak, Leon turned and began jogging away. I was a little disappointed, but in hindsight, a rickety bridge probably wasn't the best place to have a chat. Leon left from the bridge. I could see a ladder on the ground already. I'm just going to presume he kicked that down because he liked catching me so much. It occurred to me that Leon could look up my skirt if he wanted, but he just stood there with the solemnity of a nun. Hopefully that means he's a gentleman and not... No, actually, don't even entertain the thought. Just like the real vote. Goddamn Heimu. Savage. Yep, though still fun, though I wonder if it's good for Leon's back. There was another giant wooden gate in front of us, once again guarded by bear traps. I see the creativity wells run already pretty much dry in this part. Nowhere. You're so right. They could have cut so much of the shit out. Made it actually concise and fun. Leon stepped up carefully to the trap and drew his knife. Is he really gonna slash it closed? Talk about having a conservative mind. My eyes reflexively clamped shut alongside the trap. Oh, thank God, he still has his beautiful arms. With the path closed, we moved towards the gate. I hope deep down in my heart that the next area will be less threatening to my overall health. Okay, so we're playing Leapfrog now? I know I said like I like touching his back, but this seems a little inappropriate. Night Vanos. Oh wait, he must not think that we can just go through the gate, so he must want me to climb over it. Oh, that's probably it. Go me. He could have saved us some trouble by talking like a normal person. I swear, it's like he believes the strong style type is an actual personality. I didn't think about whether that's stupidly sexy or just stupid. Yeah, thirsty just like me, Carlos. That's why I had to get a glass of water. And spill it on my shirt. Damn it. For now, I'll just trust there's a reason for all the nonverbal communication. I hurriedly climbed onto his back. He struggled briefly to push me out, but managed to strengthen up completely, raising me several inches higher. Muscles. I reached for the top edge of the gate and hoisted myself over as quickly as I could, wishing that Leon's muscle something. With a great effort, I pulled myself to the top of the gate and swung myself over. I was tempted to look down at Leon from that height to see his beauty from a bird's eye view, but I didn't want to hesitate, so I jumped down immediately. Yeah, probably would get a better game and fanfic out of playing the actual game. No one to catch me this time. You can do this, Ashley. Just 1, 2, and 3. I hit the ground pretty hard, no doubt scuffling my boots and tearing a ligament, but I put the pain aside and looked towards the barred gate. It was difficult to see in the darkness, so I felt around with my hands. There was a large plank covering the door, but I easily pushed it.
Leon.
I whispered, not wanting to attract the attention of any cultists who might be out for a midnight stroll or whatever it is weirdos doing during storms. Leon opened the door, as cool and serious as ever. I happily felt behind him as we ran forward. I was surprised at how much I had missed him in that short time. It's only a minute, but it felt like a millennium. Jesus Christ, that's creepy. As we jogged to the next area, I was hoping that this nightmarish vacation would conclude a little more quickly. Thanks for playing the demo of the Resident Evil 4 edition, Otome edition. Pretty crazy experience so far. Action, adventure, and abject horror all pulled together by a little bit of romance. If you enjoyed the demo, please leave some encouraging feedback. If you notice issues or have constructive criticism, please tell us about those. Still, look forward to future updates. I'm not escaping Spain without your help. Otome is an independent studio that thrives to make games you'll love. Specifically, we make Otome games and visual novels that aim to be charming, mature, and positive. Blah 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 blah. Sorry, dudes.